power song in the beginning. All right. Let's ground down through our sit bones. Crossing your ankles, you can sit on a block or a blanket. Close your eyes, hands to your knees or thighs. Allow your shoulders to release back and down. Take a few grounding breaths here. Right away as you get on your mat, starting to expand your breath. Seeing if you can invite deeper breath, longer inhalations, longer exhalations. As you start to lengthen your breath, slowing down your body, your mind, even your breath. Take this moment to see how your body feels today. Feel your energy, your mood. Just a few more breaths here, taking this time to arrive to your space, becoming a little more still and present. As you breathe in, let's lift our chin up to the sky, opening the front of your neck, your throat. As you exhale, bring your chin down. A few more times, inhaling, rise your chin. Exhale, gently drop. Few more with your breath. Let's take about 2 more. And drop your chin down, pausing here for a moment. Take this time to set an intention for your practice. Generate that positive energy. One more breath here. Good, and gently open up your eyes. Let's reach your arms up overhead, palms together, interlace. Flip your palms to the sky and see if you can lengthen your spine a little bit more. Really feeling the side bodies get longer, creating more space. Good, gently arch the spine, rising your heart to the sky. Inhale here. Exhale, reach your arms forward, round. Breathe in, open up. Exhale, round. 3 more, inhale here. Exhale, bring your ribcage in. Last 2. And last 1. Good, inhale, reach your arms back up. As you exhale, bring your right hand to your left knee. Left arm will reach overhead. You're starting to sink your right shoulder towards your right knee. Breathing into your left side. So you're both twisting and stretching your side body. Inhale, come back to the center. We'll switch the side. Left hand to your right knee, right arm overhead. Reaching your left shoulder towards your left knee. Feeling a lot of sensations in that right side opening. Breathing into your right side body. 2 more breaths here. And as you inhale, come back to the center. Let's roll over your ankles, making your way to all fours. Good, then as you breathe out, shift back to your child's pose. Pausing here for just about 3 more breaths, starting out slow, getting your body to move. Maybe shifting your hips from side to side or rolling your head from side to side. Good. And as you stay here, let's reach your right arm by your side, palm down. On your next breath in, shift to all fours, reaching your right arm all the way overhead, rounding your spine. Then shift back to your child's pose, left arm reaches by your side. Inhale, reach your left arm all the way overhead and forward as you round the spine. Shift back and keep going. Inhaling as you shift forward, right away rounding. Exhale, press back. Inhale all the way up. And exhale, round. Keep going, about 2 more each side. Good. 1 more each side. Good, and then we'll come back to your neutral spine, tucking the toes under, finding your first downward facing dog. Walk it out, any movements that feel right to you today, maybe shifting hips from side to side. Walking out, bending knees, lengthening the spine. Taking about 3 more breaths here. Then as you inhale, reach your right leg up without stacking the hip just yet. Let's see how high we can bring that right leg to the ceiling. Those toes are trying to touch the ceiling. Breathing, feeling a lot of opening in that left hamstring, and then bend your knee and stack the hip and keep reaching that knee high. Good, exhale, release your right foot down, switch the side, left leg lifts. Point your left toes, reach your left leg nice and high. Bringing your belly closer to your right thigh. And then bend your knee, stack the hip. Keep reaching your knee a little bit higher, still feeling a lot of opening in that right hamstring. And as you breathe out, release your left foot down. On your inhalation, shift forward to your plank. Exhale, knees, chest, chin. Sliding forward to cobra, roll those shoulders back and down. Exhale, press your hips back and up, downward facing dog. Good, next inhale, shift back to plank. Exhale, knees, chest, chin. Inhale, forward to cobra. Exhaling, downward facing dog. We're gonna do 1 more, just starting to wake up those shoulders. Shifting forward, knees, chest, chin. Inhaling to cobra. Breathing out to your downward facing dog. Gaze to the top of the mat, start to walk your feet forward. Walking, finding your first forward fold. Relax your neck, shaking your head, yes, yes. No, no, slide your hands to your elbows and sway from side to side. Good, exhale, release your hands down. Inhale, lift halfway, interlacing your hands behind your back. Roll your shoulders back and fold forward, reaching your arms away from your spine. Knees can stay bent. We're still waking up those hamstrings. See if you can connect the heels of the palms together. So you're opening those shoulders a little bit more. 2 more breaths. Exhale, gently release your arms down, and your inhale, roll up to standing. Head comes last. Reaching your arms up overhead, palms together. And exhale, hands to your heart center, bow to your fingertips. Pause here for just another moment. Reconnect with your breath, with your body. If you haven't set an intention yet, use this time to do so. One more breath. And then exhale, release your arms back by your sides, coming to the top of the mat. Inhale, reach your arms up to the sky. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift halfway, stepping your feet to your plank, breathing in here. Exhale, chaturanga or knees, chest, chin. Inhale, forward to cobra or up dog. Breathe out to your downward facing dog. Good, let's look to the top of the mat, step our feet to the top. Breathe and lift halfway. Exhale to fold. Inhale all the way to standing, reach up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift, breathe in, step walk or hop your feet to the back of the mat. Cycle through your variation of vinyasa. Knees, chest, chin, chaturanga. Dog or cobra, back to down dog. Look forward, soften the knees. Make your way to the top. Halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Breathe into your standing. Exhale, hands to your heart. 3 more. Inhale, reach. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift. Exhale, knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga. Breathe in, up dog or cobra. Exhale into your down dog. Right away, look forward. Step, walk, or hop. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold deeper. Breathe in all the way to standing. Exhale, hands to your heart. 2 more, starting to build a little more heat with your own breath. Fold. Halfway lift. Knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga. 5 up dog or cobra, and breathe out to down dog. Soften the knees. Step, walk, or hop to the top. Halfway lift. Fold. Inhale to your standing. Exhale, hands to your heart. Last one. Reach up. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift. Breathe in. Exhaling, knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga. Inhale to up dog or cobra. Breathe out to down dog right away. Make your way to the top of the mat. Halfway lift. Fold. Inhale all the way to standing. Exhaling, hands to your heart. Let's stretch up. Fold forward, and we'll pause here for a few more breaths. Maybe this time you're going to hold on to the ankles or big toes. Relax that neck. Shake your head. Yes, yes. No, no. Part your teeth. Maybe even shifting your jaw from side to side a few times. 2 more breaths here. Good, hands down to the mat. Breathe in, halfway lift. Make your way to your down dog. Feel free to just step back. Any point, you can always add or take out vinyasa from your practice. This is your practice. As you breathe in, right leg lifts, stack the hip. Exhale, knee to your chest. Inhale, reach up, stack. Exhale, knee to your chest. Good, 3 more. Breathe out, knee comes forward. Inhale, back to stacked down dog. Last 2. Good, and last one, we'll pause and then lightly step our right foot between our hands, left heel down, warrior 1. Reach your arms up. Find your shape, right foot back, left hip forward, belly in. As you breathe out, bend your elbows, look up, squeeze the shoulder blades together. Spread those fingers, lift your heart to the sky. Steady in both legs. See if you can press down evenly through your feet. 2 more breaths here. Inhaling here, exhale, interlace your hands behind your back. Lift your heart again, and then reach your heart forward. Pick up your left heel off the mat, pause here. See if you can find a little more engagement in your core. A little more opening in the shoulders. And then get lighter on your left foot. Find your warrior three. Flex your left foot. Lengthen the spine. If this variation with your arms doesn't work, hands to your heart or by your sides, whatever feels good to you. Staying for three. Stay for two. Exhale, come back to your warrior one, dropping your left heel down. Open up your heart to the sky again. And exhale, humble warrior. Bring your right shoulder inside of your right thigh. Reach your arms away from your spine. We're here for 5 more breaths. See if you can not let transition all of your weight into your right foot. Keep some weight in your left. 2 more. Next breath in, warrior one. Reach your arms up. Exhaling, hands down to the mat. Cycle through your vinyasa. One-legged vinyasa is always an option. We're meeting in your downward facing dog. Right foot releases down if you had it up. Let's breathe in, reaching our left leg up to the sky. Stab the hip. Exhale, left knee to your chest. Inhale, reach up and stack. 4 more, breathing out. Breathing in. For 3. For 2. Last one, we'll pause. Bring your knee in. And then lightly step that foot between your hands, right heel down. Inhale, warrior one. Reach your arms up. Sit lower. See if you can once again tuck the tailbone under. Close that rib cage. Don't let it pop forward just yet. We're going to arch later on, but we're going to try and keep our rib cage closed. Inhale here. Exhale, bend the elbows. Lift your heart once again without releasing that belly and overarching. Hug everything in. Just your upper body is arching. Breathe into your heart. Feel that energy in your heart as you bring a little more breath there. 2 more breaths, sit lower. Inhale here, exhale, hands come behind you, interlace. Roll those shoulders back, opening up a little more. Then reach your heart forward. Pick up your right heel. We're not transitioning just yet. You want to find that engagement. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Get a little lighter on your right foot. And now gracefully transition to your warrior three. Couple of steps or one step. And again, you're welcome to release your arms. Have them by your sides or hands to your heart. We're here for 4. Extend your right leg, press that heel back. For 2. Inhaling here, exhale, slowly bend into your left knee, lightly step it back. Lift your heart one more time. Exhale, humble warrior. Left shoulder inside of your left thigh, arms away from your spine. Reaching the crown of your head towards the mat. Keep shifting your left hip back, right hip forward. Good. Feel that hip opening. 1 more breath. Next breath in, reach your arms up, unclasping. Exhale, hands down to the ground. Cycle through your variation of vinyasa. Good, as you make it to your down dog, let's breathe in through our nose. Exhale out through our mouth. Good. Next, inhale, reach your right leg up, step your right foot between your hands, left knee down. Inhale, Anjaneyasana, low lunge. Pick up the belly, lengthen the spine. Circle out the wrists if you'd like. Find your shape. Grow the spine a little bit taller. Inhaling here, exhale, hands down to the mat. Shift your hips back, find your half split. Breathe. You're always welcome to go deeper if you feel warm enough for a full split. Otherwise, just be patient. Pause here. Three more breaths. Give your body some time to let that hamstring soften. Good. If you're in full splits, come back to half splits. Walk your hands to your left. So you're facing the long side of the mat, shifting your left heel back. Come up into your onto your knee, gates pose. And as you inhale, you're going to slide your right arm down your right leg, left arm reaches overhead. Exhale, support it, side plank. Pick up your right foot off the mat, reach your right leg up. Inhale, release, side body bend. Exhale, back to your supported side plank. Three more. With your own breath, establishing this connection between each movement and each breath. Two. Good, last one. Find your supported side plank. Bend into your right knee, clasp your right foot, kick that leg back, opening your chest. For 5, for 4, staying for 3, 2, gently let go of your right foot, releasing your right foot back down, circle your hands back to the top of the mat, rebending into your right knee, back to your lunge. As you breathe out, hands through your heart, left elbow outside of your right side, find your twist. You can stay here, you can open up your arms, or even find a bind, wiggling your hands underneath that right hamstring, looking back to your right shoulder. Maybe you're picking up your left knee off the mat. Good, let's all come into your crescent twist. So whether you have a clasp or not, picking up your left knee off the ground, squeezing your quad, 2 more breaths. Next breath in, left arm back, right arm forward, warrior 2. Adjust your feet as you need, tug the tailbone under, relax the shoulders. Gaze to your right fingertips. Inhale, flip your right palm up, reverse. And exhale, side angle, right elbow to your right thigh, left arm overhead, stay here or go deeper. Hand to the mat or clasping your hands. So stay here, don't transition into your bird of paradise just yet. We are gonna practice bird of paradise today. I'm gonna walk you through bird of paradise. Keep opening and spinning your heart to the sky. 2 more breaths. Next breath in, warrior 2. Gently extend your right leg, bringing your feet to parallel. Lift your heart, hands to your low back. Exhale, hinge of the hips, fold forward. Hands can come to the ground, to your ankles. Relax your neck. If you'd like to practice your headstand, this is a good spot to do so, releasing the crown of your head down, hands a little slightly forward so you can see your fingertips, and then trying to pick up your feet on the mat slowly. Stay for 4, wherever you are, whether you're stretching or in your headstand. For 3, for 2, headstanders, slowly come back to your straddle. And then we'll all lift halfway, hands to your hips, come all the way up to standing, pointing your right toes forward, flip your right palm up, reverse the triangle, then reach your right arm forward, reach, reach, reach. When you can't reach anymore, right hand to your shin, ankle, ground, or block. If you want more core, you can reach both arms forward, trying to hold yourself up with that side body. Staying for 3, for 2, Come back to your warrior. Very good. Reverse one more time. And then find your half moon. Right hand steps in front of your right foot, slightly to your right. Pick up your left foot, stack the hips, stack the shoulders. Once again, you're welcome to balance here, or you can clasp your left foot, find Shavasana, and still balance. That's in your practice. We're here for 5. Opening your heart, opening the front body. 2 more breaths. Good. Gently release your left foot if you have it. Come back to your warrior 2. Exhaling, hands down to the mat. Walk your right foot to the edge of the mat. Find your lizard pose. We'll shift forward and back a few times, dropping our left knee down, finding our lizard. You can stand long arms, or you can bring your forearms down to the mat. If you have a block, forearms can come to the block. Soften out your neck and your face. 3 to 4 more breaths here. Starting to expand your breath a little bit more. Reconnect with that breath you had at the beginning of the class. One more breath. You're welcome to stay on your forearms if you have that openness, or come back on 2 long arms for your twisting lizard. Right hand to your right thigh, open up your chest to your right, maybe clasping your left foot. You can do the same thing on your left forearm, picking up your right hand. This is a little bit deeper. Stay for 2 more. Come back to the center. Bring your hands down to the ground. Optional, you can transition to your arm balance, picking up your left knee off the mat, bringing your right knee to your right shoulder, and then shooting your legs back. Otherwise, just step your feet back to plank, cycle through your vinyasa, and then we'll all meet in your downward facing dog. So you get to your down dog. Let's inhale in through your nose. Big breath out. Left hand to the middle of the mat. Right hand reaches to your left ankle. Open your chest to your left, gazing towards your left armpit. Knees can stay bent if your hamstrings are tight. It's not about the hamstrings. Keep opening your heart to your left. And then gently release your right hand down to the center. Then left hand to your right ankle. Rotate your heart to your right. Gaze towards your right shoulder. Press down through your right hand, through your knuckles. So you're not rounding here. You're trying to shed those hips to the wall behind you if you have one. There. One more breath. Inhale, gently release your left hand down. Inhale, walk your hands to your plank. Dome the shoulders, hug your belly in. Press those heels back. See if you can come to the balls of the feet, not just your toes. Engage the glutes, engage the quads. Stay for 5, for 4, for 3, 2. Inhaling here, exhale, knees, chest, chin. Slide forward to your cobra. Breathe out to your downward facing dog. Let's look forward to our hands, bending our knees, stepping, walking, or hopping our feet forward. Slowly bring your feet closer together. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, sink your hips down for chair pose. Reach your biceps by your ears. See if you can sink a little deeper, tucking the tailbone under, lengthening the spine. Maybe you're gonna lift onto your tippy toes, finding a little more balance here. Good, then release your heels down if you have them off the mat. Reach your arms together, and then bring your left elbow outside of your right thigh. Open your heart to your right. Inhale, come back to the center. Sit a little lower, hands to your heart, right elbow outside of your left. This time we're going to start to ground down into our right foot, picking up your left heel off the ground. See if you can bring your heel to your sit bone, one pointed. Good, one pointed chair. Slightly different here. Good, and then we'll rise all the way up, bringing your right hand to your left thigh, left arm behind you. Open up, maybe clasp that foot. Two more breaths. And come back through the center. If your knees bent, keep it bent, starting to reach your left knee out to the side. If you don't have, or if you can clasp your foot, then hands to that big toe, the peace fingers, trying to find your balance. Right arm can reach out. See if you can not let your right hip shift to the side. Center those hips. Two more. My balance is off. All right, bring it back to the center. Reach your arms up. Extend your leg, flex that foot for 5, 4, 3, 2. Bend into your left knee. Bring your left ankle to your right thigh and sit low. Hands can come, one hand to your knee, one hand to your foot. You can bring your hands through the center and try to reach your belly towards your shin. If you practice an arm balance, go ahead and go there, but we're gonna do something different today. So if you're going into an arm balance, make sure to come back in about 3 breaths or so. All right, one more breath. Stay here, or hands down to the mat, start to sit low, picking up your heel off the mat. You're trying to balance on that heel. Good, hands by either side of the foot, stay here, or see if you can pick up your hands off the ground, bring your palms together. And the worst thing that'll happen, you'll just drop back. 2 more breaths. Good, and then if you are here, sink your hips down, release your sit bones on the mat. Otherwise, just release down into the ground and then find this shape. Left ankle to your right thigh. Walk your hands closer to your hips. You can make it as intense as you like. So the further you walk your right foot forward, the less intense it is, as well as your hands. The further you walk your hands back, the less intense it is. So if you want more, bring your heel close to your sit bone, bring your hands close to your hips. Lift your heart, make sure you're not rounding here. Keep reaching your chest to your shin. Stay here 3 more breaths. Last breath here. Walk your hands back, release your left foot down, feet hip distance apart, fingertips point forward. Breathe in, pick up your hips off the mat, lift them higher than your knees. Then as you breathe out, drop your head back. Inhale in through your nose, stick your tongue out, breathe out. 2 more, breathing in, lift the hips higher. Exhale, lion's breath. 1 more. As you breathe out, release your sit bones down, cross your ankles, make your way back to your down dog. You're welcome to cycle through your vinyasa on the way, or just shift your hips back and up. As you inhale next time, left leg lifts. Step your left foot between your hands, right knee down. Inhale to your low lunge, Anjaneyasana. Engage your belly, tuck the tailbone under. Find the shape, breathe into the shape. Energy in those fingertips, lifting you away from the hips, finding a little more space. Inhaling here, exhale, hands down to the mat. Shift your hips back for half splits. Or again, you're welcome to go into full splits if you practice. Flex your left ankle. Find a little more length in that mid back and low back. About 2 more breaths here. Next breath in, rebend into your left. Sorry, we're actually going to stay in this shape. And then instead of rebending, we'll walk your hands to the middle of the mat alongside. And rise up onto your right knee. On your inhale, you're going to slide your left hand down your left leg. Right arm will reach overhead. Exhale, supported side plank. Pick up your left leg, reach your left arm up. 4 more with your breath. Inhale, find a side bend. Exhale, supported side plank. 3 more cycles of breath here. Good, 2 more. Last one, find your side bend. And then find your supported side plank. Pause, bend your knee, clasp that foot. Kick your leg back, opening your chest. Don't overarch here, so hold that core. You keep kicking that leg back. Get lighter on your right hand so there's not too much pressure on the wrist. Maybe looking over your left shoulder. 2 more breaths. Gently let it go, stepping your left foot down, come back to your knee, and then we're gonna walk your hands to your left foot, rebending into your left knee, finding your Anjaneyasana 1 more time, low lunge. Inhale here, palms together, exhale, right elbow outside of your left thigh, open up your chest to your left. Stay here, open up your arms or find a bind, maybe tucking your toes under, right away picking up your knee, but we'll all meet here eventually. Keep breathing into your twist, 2 more breaths. Then everyone lift their knee off the mat, find your crescent twist here. Breathing in, exhale, right arm back, left arm forward, warrior 2. Drop your right hip down, reach the knee towards the pinky toe side of the foot. Gaze to your left fingertips. Relax your shoulders. Inhale, flip your left palm up, reverse. Exhale, side angle, left elbow to left thigh, right arm overhead. Or go deeper, hand to the mat, or even bind. You can do half bind, to hand to the ground, and you're trying to squeeze your right hand in towards your left thigh. That way you can actually control that space, making sure there's space between your thigh and your side body. 3 more breaths here. Next inhalation, back to your warrior 2. Extend your left leg, make your feet parallel to each other. Interlace your hands behind your back, roll those shoulders down, and then exhale, gently fold forward, reaching your arms away from your spine. If this is not comfortable, come back to our first variation. Hands to the ground, to your ankles, maybe even another option for a headstand if you'd like. Good. We'll stay here about, 3 more breaths. As you exhale, release your hands down. Breathe in, lift halfway, hands to your hips, come all the way up. Point your left toes to the top of the mat. Reverse your triangle. Then reach your left arm forward. Reach, reach, reach. When you can't reach anymore, hand to your shin, ankle, or ground. Soften out that left knee. Don't let it lock here, especially if you tend to hyperextend. Make sure to have that micro bend. Maybe both arms are reaching to the top of the mat, finding a little more core engagement. Breathing. 2 more breaths. Next breath in, warrior 2, gaze forward in front of your left foot. Take a step forward with that hand. Pick up your right foot gracefully off the mat, and again, maybe clasping the foot, maybe balancing, maybe both. Stay for 5. Staying for 4. Stay for 3. Breathe for 2. Exhale, softly step your right foot all the way back. Exhale, hands down to the mat. Bring your hands inside of your left foot. Walk it to the edge of the mat. Shift forward and back a few times. Release your right knee down and find your lizard pose. You can stay on long arms, soft bending the elbows, forearms to the mat or forearms to your block. Relax. Use this moment to reconnect with your body, with your intention, your breath. Close your eyes, maybe even find some softness and ease in this pose. 3 more breaths. Working on expanding your breath with every inhale, finding a little more length to that breath. 1 more. Again, you're welcome to stay on your forearms or come back onto long arms, left hand to your left thigh, open your chest to your left, maybe arm up or clasp the foot, your right foot. Forearm can be always on the ground for a little deeper opening in that quad. 2 more breaths here. As you breathe out, left hand down to the mat, either step it into your plank or one more time, find your arm balanced if you practice. And then shooting your left leg back. Cycling through your vinyasa will all meet in your downward facing dog. As you make it to your down dog, look forward, make your way to the top of the mat, step, walk, or hop. Walk your feet closer together. Breathe and lift halfway. Exhale, sink your hips down for chair pose, belly in. Maybe you're going to find your balance by lifting your heels off the ground. Inhale here, then release your heels down, hands through your heart, right elbow outside of your left thigh. Find your twist, sit lower. Inhale, come back to the center. Exhale, hands together. Left elbow outside of your right thigh. Open your chest to your right. And start to pick up your right heel off the mat. Slowly transitioning to standing. Finding your twist from here. Left hand to your right thigh, right arm back. Maybe you're clasping your foot. Open your heart to your right. Gazing to your right fingertips. Breathe, 2 more breaths. My playlist is out of order. It's like we're already on the slow song. Good. Then slowly grab your right knee or your right big toe with your peace finger. Start to reach your right leg out to the side. Left arm out for counterbalance. Relax your shoulders. See if you can drop your right hip down. There's a tendency a lot of times to shift that left hip back and then lift your right hip. But try to level those hips. Even if you don't have a mirror in front of you, try to feel for that levelness. 2 more, maybe gaze to your left fingertips. Bring your right foot through the center or right knee. Reach your arms up, extend your leg, hold for 5. A lot of core here for 4, for 3, 2, and then bring your right ankle to your left thigh, sink your hips down, right hand to right knee, left hand to right foot. Stay here, or hands to your heart, see if you can bring your elbows to your knee and foot. Fold a little bit, but keep sinking the hips down. You can take an arm balance here if you'd like. We're here for about 4 more breaths, and then we'll try to sit down. But if you're in an arm balance, you can take your time or start to come back. And hands down to the ground. See if you can sink your hips all the way down. Balance on that left ball of the foot. Bring your sit bones to your left heel. Maybe one hand comes off the ground. That's fine too. You're just playing with it. Be playful today. Maybe both hands connect. And sometimes one side can feel a lot harder than the other. Let's take 2 more breaths. And as you breathe out, release your sit bones down. So make it to the shape, figure 4. If you weren't balancing there, you can just release your feet down, sit down on the mat, and then bring your right ankle to left thigh. And then again, walk your hips closer to your left heel, walk your hands closer to your hips, lift your heart, try to bring your chest closer to your shin. Keep your right foot flexed. See if you can connect the shoulder blades together. And once again, this doesn't have to be too challenging. You can always back out of it if it's too much. You control how much intensity you want in that right outer hip. 2 more breaths. Good, then gently release, unwind, releasing your right foot down, fingertips point forward. On your inhale, pick up the hips off the mat, reverse tabletop, lift your hips higher. If it's comfortable, drop your head back. 1 more time, 3 lines breath. Inhale in through your nose, stick your tongue out, exhale. 2 more, breathing in, breathing out. Last one, inhale. Let it go. Softly tuck the chin under first. Sink your hips down. Cross your ankles. Make your way to your downward facing dog. Maybe through your vinyasa or not. Good, let's look forward to our hands. Step, walk, or hop our feet wide, about mat distance apart. Lift halfway and exhale, fold, holding onto your ankles, big toes, trying to bring your belly closer to your thighs. Relax your neck. Shake your head, yes, yes, no, no. We'll spend about 3 to 4 more breaths in your forward fold. Any variation here. You can hug yourself, clasping your hands behind your shins, whatever it is. And just breathe. Good, then gently release your hands down. Inhale, lift halfway, right into the center. Left arm reaches up to the sky. Bend your knees maybe to lengthen the spine a little more. And I'm gonna walk you step by step. We're going into our bird of paradise. So if you know where you're going, you don't have to stay with me. I'm gonna go a little slower. So here, this is step 1. Step 2, you're trying to thread your right arm under your right thigh, and then left arm will reach back and try to clasp your hands behind your right hip. Your knees can be bent a lot. If it's difficult to reach, you can find a strap or even maybe like your shirt or a sweater that you can hold on to and hold it this way. But then you're trying to come to the ball of your right foot. You're still twisting here. And then see if you can transition your weight into your left foot, picking up your right foot off the mat slowly. Finding your balance. I know this can be challenging. Then maybe, I'm having a hard time balancing today. All right, maybe your right leg will extend. This is just an option. This is last step of it. And then the same way you want to come down slowly. Take about 2 to 3 more breaths on this side, and we'll practice your second side. You can just stay in your twist. This is good enough. Still beneficial in this twist. And then slowly coming back down, releasing your left hand on the mat. Find your forward fold. Maybe shake up everything, neck, hips, shoulders. And then one more time, lengthen the spine, left hand to the center, right arm up, knees can always bend. Stay here. This is step 1. You're working in that twist. Step 2, thread your left arm under. Clasp your hands behind your left hip. Transition your weight into your right foot, getting really, really light on your left foot. And then the same way, see if you can pick up your left foot off the mat. Sometimes one side can be a lot easier than the other with balance. So try it out. If it didn't work on the first side, do the second side. And then maybe left leg extends. And the same way, you're going to come down when you're ready. We're here for about 4 more breaths. Give your body some time. It's our last pose here. And then gently release down back to your forward fold. Bring your heels in, toes out. Sink your hips down for Malasana yogic squat. Bring your palms together, close your eyes. Gently roll your right ear to your right shoulder, left ear to your left shoulder. Big circle all the way around. And reverse. Come back to the center. If you'd like, find your crow pose to your down dog, bringing your hands down, knees to the armpits, or you're simply gonna pick up your hips. Step yourself back, either side going through your vinyasa, or just shifting hips back and up for down dog. When you get to your down dog, let's reach our right leg up to the sky, stepping your right foot between your hands, left knee down. Find your half splits, maybe this time a little bit deeper. To see how deep you can go, you can start to walk your left knee back, getting a little bit closer to your full splits, maybe finding a block or two, bringing underneath your hands, or starting to walk your legs all the way out, finding full splits. Breathe, 5 big breaths. Two more breaths. On your next breath in, rebend into your right knee. Walk your right foot to the left side of the mat. You're coming to pigeon pose. Drop your right knee down. Release your hips down to the ground. Lift your heart. Stay here or start to walk yourself forward, stacking the fists, the hands. Walk on your forehead, whatever it is. See if you can support the forehead. Don't let your head just hang. So your neck is staying soft, upper back is resting. Make sure there's no pain or stretch in that knee. We've opened up our hips quite a lot today with that seated figure 4, with a standing figure 4, lizard, even humble warrior and our bird of paradise. So feel really nice and soft in the hips. Let's take one more breath. Inhaling, come back up to long arms. If you'd like, reach your right leg back, cycle through one-legged vinyasa to make it back to your extended down dog. So right leg comes back up, stack the hip, and then flip your dog if you'd like, or just stay in your extended down dog, maybe circling hip, knee, ankle. Slowly back to your down dog, release your right foot down. Inhale, left leg lifts. Step your left foot between your hands, right knee down, shift the hips back for half split. Or again, Maybe slowly transitioning to full splits. And you can do it slow, you don't have to be gradual. So you can just start to walk your right knee back so it's not directly under your right hip. And little by little, you'll start walking until you reach full splits. It won't take one day, it'll take a little while. But as long as you're starting to soften into this pose, breathing here to let go, you're going to get there faster, utilizing your breath to soften out the muscles. About 4 more breaths. On your next inhale, rebend to your left knee. You might need to walk your right knee in a little bit, then walk your left foot to the right side of the mat. Drop your left knee down towards your left wrist. Then lengthen the spine and gently hinge at the hips as you fold forward, releasing your forehead on something. We'll spend about 5 to 6 big breaths here. And as you breathe in, lift away. Maybe you're going to extend your leg back cycle through your one-legged vinyasa first, or just reach your left leg up for extended down dog. Stack the hips, circle out the ankle, or flip the dog. And come back to your down dog. Walk your feet to the top of the mat. Sink your hips down. And then we'll release all the way down into your back. I've been running out of time lately. So we're going to do once again the same thing we did on Tuesday. 2 options. Either you're doing your back bend or you're doing your shoulder stand. So whatever feels better to you this morning. Maybe you're going to lift your hips, reach up. Or you're going to find your maybe bridge for like 3 breaths to warm up. And then you're going to transition to your wheel pose if you're ready. We didn't really work on back bends too much today, but we are pretty warm. So if you tend to be flexible in your spine, it's okay to go into your back bends without any back bends on the belly as long as you feel warm in your body. So choose your option, take your time. It will take about maybe another 7 breaths for back bends. You can split it up, take about 5 breaths in one back bend, 5 breaths in the other. You can stay longer. Shoulder stand, you're just holding and breathing, making sure you're not rolling your head from side to side, just gazing to your toes. And about 2 more breaths wherever you are. When you are done, we're all going to meet with the soles of the feet together, knees apart, hands to your belly or arms to your sides, palms up. No rush to get here. If you need to stay longer in any pose, please do. This is your practice. Take about 5 more breaths in this relaxing position. Seeing what you can soften in your body. Notice, where are you holding your tensions? Different for every person. Maybe in your jaw, maybe the space between the eyebrows, maybe in the shoulders or belly, maybe even hips. See if you can breathe through that. Let go. Take a big breath in through your nose. Exhale out through your mouth. Hands to your knees or thighs. Bring your knees together. Hug your right knee into your chest as your left leg extends. Shift the hips to your right, and then drop your right knee to your left, finding your final twist here. Breathing in, coming back to the center, switching the side, left knee to your chest, right leg extends. Shift your hips to the left as you reach your left knee to your right. Good. Breathing in, back to the center, hug your knees into your chest. Take a big breath in through your nose. And then as you exhale, extend your legs forward. Legs are wider than the hips, arms are wider than the shoulders, palms up. Close your eyes. We'll spend just a few more moments here on your back. As you're staying here, take this moment to tap into your sensations. Reconnect with your intention if you set one for the practice. If you haven't, just send a positive intention out to the world. Positive thoughts, positive energy. We all really need it right now. As you stay here, pause and think of just a few things to appreciate in your life. What are you grateful for? Moving on to this feeling of gratitude, appreciation, accomplishment, all the positive emotions, all the positive energy that you generated throughout your practice. Feel free to extend your Shavasana for as long as you need. Thank you all so much for being here. Namaste.